And welcome back. How are you? Thanks for hanging out with me, the Doc Bob Lee from BLS and Open. You're watching Open right now. Our last guest is a former WNBA player who is giving back to people in need this holiday season. She joins us to speak about her Christmas sneaker drive event. So please welcome to the show, Michelle Reed. Michelle, welcome, welcome,
Good
welcome.
morning.
Michelle, you
Good
still
morning.
balling?
No, I wish I was, but that would be awesome if I could.
Yeah.
I would love to be playing right
You can still just go through the motions in your mind, right? Like I could shoot
now. Oh,
some
in my
mean,
mind.
uh, huh?
Oh yeah, in my mind, I'm MVP. I'm
Yeah,
I'm on an all-star team.
I know that's
I'm
right.
winning championships.
Man, I can shoot way past half court and swish it in my mind.
Oh, nice.
They're going to call that a 4-point play.
Right.
Listen, tell us a little bit about what you're doing and how you got started in it.
Okay, so a little bit about me. I'm a retired professional basketball player with the WNBA, the LA Sparks.
Woo
Also played
woo.
internationally.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
also played internationally in Croatia and Finland.
Oh,
um,
beautiful.
Queens native, from Jamaica, Queens.
Uh-oh.
Also, yes, you already know,
All
Queens in the
right.
house.
All right.
New York State City and state championship in high school, also a conference championship. Newly published author of What Happens After the Game, a memoir that recently got published here in September.
Oh,
I'm excited about that, and readers can find that on Amazon. I'm a mentor to student athletes and currently creating um, an idea around starting my own foundation called the Michelle Reed Foundation.
oh,
Prayerfully, that
beautiful.
would be up and running in 2024.
Well, you know it's going to be all that, and you know what? They couldn't
And a
stop you
bag of
then.
chips.
They couldn't, yeah, they couldn't stop you then, and they can't stop you now.
There you go. That's a fact.
The only person, they always tell you the only person who can stop you is you.
Myself.
Yeah.
There you go.
So you're going to start that. That's coming up now. You got everything laid out?
So right now we're in the process of creatively building that vision. But the great part about that is the sneaker drive is exactly in the direction that we would like
Uh
the
huh.
foundation to go. And the idea came from Thanksgiving when an organization called Keys to Unlock Silence prepared and served dinners to homeless teens here in Queens
Uh
to an
huh.
organization called Rising Ground of Jamaica, which is a teen drop-in center for homeless, uh, homeless individuals and runaways for the age of 14 to 24.
Yeah.
And during this visit, um, the conversation I had with the supervisor of this location, she expressed the need for these individuals to have sneakers and boots because many of them were unwillingly walking around with flip flops and socks on.
Yeah.
And we know New York City winters are brutal, so to unwillingly have that as the only option for shoes to get around
Yeah.
was heartbreaking for me. So the first thing I wanted to do is figure out how I personally can help in that mission, and that was it started out of the idea of me just seeing what I had at home to donate, and then I was like, wait a minute, if I want to help, maybe some of my friends and family on Facebook will want to help too, and that's when I started having the conversation. And look, here we are.
Yeah. And you have a lot of your friends and family backing you right now. Do you have some of the elected officials and some of the corporations and unions backing you? What do you need right about now to help you out?
Well, well, at this point, the biggest thing, the goal is to get at least 100 pairs of sneakers donated to the Rising Ground of Jamaica and Queens.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Anyone and everyone that could support this cause, I would like them to personally reach out to Miss Sonia Good, who is the supervisor for this location, and she would set up a time and date for people to just drop it all to her. I want the conversations to specifically start and continue with her and not specifically through me. I want to be the person that creates the call to action to bring awareness to the help that they need, but they need help in so many other areas. And because of my athletic background and my love for sneakers, this is a cause that I took personal and just wanted to help specifically on this.
Yeah, well, you had a lot of ball players that came out of Queens Left Rack City,
Absolutely.
Jamaica, Queens. You know, some of the best point guards come out, out of Queens. But listen, you also have some hip hoppers. You got the
Mhm.
Fat Joe's from the Bronx, but he has that sneaker thing that he's doing right now with Nike. LL Cool J, Run DMC. You know, you got all.
Yes, I would love to connect with those guys. Love, love, love. That would be the ultimate mission because that would not only help this specific cause, but it'll also help with things that we want to do for the youth in the community
Well,
in the future.
let me give you an opportunity to reach out to some of the unions, some of the corporations that we buy from, the McDonald's, the Pepsis, the Cokes, the Burger Kings, the Wendy's, some of the people that we grew up with in our area. Run DMC, LL Cool J's in California, but he always comes back to do something here,
Right.
and a lot
Yeah.
of the elected officials. I'm going to give you the microphone and just say, hey, I need your help. I got this thing I'm starting, and it's going to be awesome. We're going to help a whole lot of people get what they need. You got
Yes.
it.
So please, at this time, thank you for that, Dr. Bob Lee. Um, and at this time, please, everyone that's in Queens, New York City, no matter where you're from or where you're located, if you are in the giving spirit and wish to help these individuals that really need our help, and not just the sneakers, they need clothing, they need toiletries, they need care packets. Look, please reach out to Miss Sonia Good. She's at 646. She's at 646
Hmm.
315 7320, or they can email at miracle mindset, and that's mindset with two T's, at gmail.com. We would love your donations. We would love to work with you. We would love to to figure out how this could be just not just something that just goes on just till January 7th, but a long-term commitment to serving our youth in the community.
And this is just a start. The soulful
This is just
giving.
a start.
Yeah, this is just for the holidays, a soulful giving. But we're going beyond that.
Right.
Michelle is starting. She's a former WNBA player, and she's starting a foundation, and she's ready to get those wheels turning in that direction to help other people. And it's important when you help enough people get what they need out of life, you get more than you can handle. Michelle, do your thing. We back you 100%.
Absolutely. And thank you for having me. And one more thing I would like to add, if there's a African restaurant that's willing to donate to the festive holiday for these youth and
Hmm.
individuals, that would be amazing. That way they can have not only had a nice Thanksgiving meal, but a nice Christmas meal to bring it in a safe place that really cares about their well-being and their future. That would be awesome.
I'm loving the way you're feeling about giving back because you know how that
Absolutely.
works. You know how that
My
works.
heart.
How have you
Mhm.
channeled some of your competitive fire that you carry with you, uh, that you carried with you on the court, and now you're working it out on location to help others? How have you
I,
channeled
I
that?
the biggest part is I turn my pain into purpose. And I've been through a lot of challenges and I've been through a lot of triumphs. And during that time, I was like, you know what? How can I change? Because I'm not physically able to do a lot of the things that I used to do for the game, how can I still give back with purpose, not only to my community, but to those who are coming behind me that are looking to go to the levels that I played at and the steps that I played for. And this things like this and giving back is always been a big part of the legacy that I want to build. And if I leave nothing else beyond my time here on earth, is my ability to give
Mm,
back to others the way the game has given
yeah.
back to me.
And people think it's easy. You get up there and get on the court, and it's right there. This is what you've been doing. You got out of the bed, and you're at number one. But talk
No,
about some of those challenges that it takes to get there.
let me tell you, the game started for me at 5 years old in Jamaica, Queens.
Uh huh.
I didn't wake up one day and put on a uniform in high school and suddenly became great. I started at 5 years old playing with boys. I was the only girls player on the basketball team at my junior high school of IS8, which you came to
Yeah.
when I was at IS8. You visited our school a couple of times
Uh
and
huh.
showed up with the radio, and we went live early in the morning. I remember those days.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and it takes a lot of dedication. It takes a lot of commitment, but importantly, it takes a lot of positive people to be in your corner to help you stay on track, because we know that there's a lot of negative influences out there. And if you're not guided and have the right mindset to move forward with your goals and understand clearly what those goals and ambitions are, then you could become a part of the system that wants you to fail. And I want the Michelle Reed Foundation to be a part of the system that helps these young adults stay on a successful path and have a positive ear in their corner.
Michelle, I'm just curious. Do you remember anything I said that was inspirational that helped you along the way? Because
Let
people
me
come
tell
up
you
to me every
something.
day and they tell me different things, and it's a payoff for the work I've been doing over the years. But not for to be egotist or anything like that, but just to know that people grasp hold of something that I was doing back in the day, and that what
The,
I'm
the
still doing today.
biggest part that I remember about you is your sense of humor. You always started with a laugh and you always ended with a laugh, and you left a big presence of you really wanted to be there to encourage us to continue with our goals and dreams.
That's
And you pushed the envelope on that, and that stuck with me big time. Remember this really tall, light skinned guy that came with this microphone and just had a big presence and was just so humorous, and
yeah.
it was just motivating, and that's the biggest part that I remember about you.
Thank you for that. I'm glad you could mention that. Not for me, but just to so I can continue doing the work that I do. Now, what do you tell others who want to get involved and do the same thing that you're doing?
First, let it be from a giving spirit of the heart. Don't look for anything in return. Just do it because you can. Do it for you because you're grateful for what you have been blessed with. No matter how big or small your blessings come, it always feels good to give back to somebody else, because there's always someone who wants to be in your position, regardless of what that position may be. So
Beautiful.
if you're in the spirit of giving, just give and look for God to be the receiving blessing of thanks
Yeah.
from that gift.
And God is giving back to you because I heard that you put the pen to the paper.
Man,
Your
that book,
memoirs.
yes, what
Talk about
happens after the game? What happens after the game and it's a mindset shift. It took a lot for me to write that book because I'm a very private person. But
it.
I
Wow.
knew in order for me to share my experience, in order to help athletes that's coming behind me, and that's also in the game, that to use some of my knowledge and experiences, I really needed to be unselfish and share my experiences. And I tell you, this book is transparent. I went deep. I talked about my failures. I talked about my bad decisions, and I also talked about me gaining my faith and finding a spirit to to figure out how to make life more important again. Just the way the game, just the way I love the game, I needed to also love life and love myself in the life that I was living. So that what happens after the game is a real transparent experience. I cut no corners.
Girl, you know, God bless you.
Thank you.
That's how you do
Thank you.
that. That well
Thank you.
said. That's how you do that. Yeah. Where can we go to find out more about you?
I have a website called whathappensaftherthegame.co. Um, you can find me on Facebook with Michelle Reed, and more to come. Like this. I'm at a groundbreaking point in my life where I'm rebuilding a lot of things, and little acts of kindness like this starts my legacy all over again and building back the
All
brand
right.
that I love.
I have a
So here
partner
we
in
are.
community building. Yeah. All right. God
Yes,
bless you.
yes. Call on me. I'm here. I'm here. Thank you.
May God bless you, give you favor, and may you continue doing the things that you do to help others get what they need out of life. We love you. Thank you. And come back and
I
share more, okay?
Absolutely. And I love you too. Thank you so much for
All right.
this opportunity. Thank you.
Happy holidays to you.
Happy holidays to
All
you.
right. Michelle Reed, former WNBA player. Thank you, thank you, thank you.